Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Leslie and today we're going to do a spread number 2 in my Savings Challenge Junk Journal, Seize the Savings, S-E-A-S. So I've just kind of clipped my pages down just to make it an easier process. But I am very, very happy to report that I did not throw out all of my scratch-offs, that I do have them, the ones that I made. And so now we have plenty that we can use in our scratch-off journals, but I can still bring you a video on how to make these if I haven't already. I am pre-filming all of the options that I am giving you in my community tab. Do you want to see a spread? Do you want to see me make these scratch-offs? Do you want to see me do beadwork and dangles? Or do you want me to create ephemera? So I'm just going to film real quick videos and have them ready to bring you what you chose. I'm excited to see what the answers are. I hope that you guys will participate in that. So my idea for this one is a bubble theme, because I can put these bubbles or put these on bubbles and then we can scratch them off. And maybe I would put this envelope down over here, and I just tore off the front of this card. I could glue it down on here, and then I can place the money down in here. Maybe I'll do it this way. We'll see. We're not sure, because we need to make sure that cash is a little more. Maybe if I glue it here and here, and then, back here, I'll just have a slit and I can get it in it. We don't know. We don't know how that's going to work. Let's find out by trying and taping it together and see what happens. That's what it's all about, trying different things. Oh, this one runs so smoothly. I never realize it's working. These are the Ad Text crafter tapes. I just buy a bundle of 3 of these, and then I just go and purchase the refills. And I just recently found, I guess I shouldn't do it both ways. I just recently found the refills at, sorry, I have to concentrate, at Hobby Lobby. Haven't decided if I want to cut that off yet. I guess I could. But then we can slide the money into there. I might washi tape down here to make sure it's going to stick. That's lovely. So let's just grab some washi tape. Put that down. So while I'm doing this, I wanted to update you guys on what's been going on behind the scenes, because little puppy had some things going on and Mommy was not happy. He got another UTI. Now it's been 2 years since his last, but since vacation for the last month, I've noticed he hadn't been pee-peeing in the house. If I miss my every 2 hours, he's gonna pee-pee in my house. That's just the way it is. And I have asked the vet, what do I do? Why doesn't he get potty trained? I've tried training pads. I take him out every 2 hours. I praise him. I do, I've done it all. He said, sometimes small dogs, that's just the way they are. They need to go out every 2 hours. So there's nothing wrong with it? No, nothing wrong with him. Okay. So after vacation, I noticed that, hopefully that's enough room, but there it is. Let me get a tester dollar. Take it out of my 26 weeks savings and take it and do it like this. Do we want to do it that way, or do we just want to let it do that? I just want to see where it would end up. Okay, well it goes down into the envelope, so that's good. Went down in there. Alright, so we'll tape that down. How much was this? Probably 24, 21, 22, 23, 24. So this is the system that I'm using right now for my 26 weeks savings challenge, but I'm going to do one in a book. And housing books on my shelves versus all these bulky boxes and things might be a really great thing. We're not sure. Alright, so I think I only have one page of that. So, should I cut it in half? Should I see, the whole point was to have the bubbles over here, and that way I could do the dots on different bubbles. No idea what we're going to call it. Save the bubbles? We don't know. We don't know yet. That's the great part of junk journaling. Alright, let's get some of our scraps from my other pages. Okay, okay. So maybe I could just line the page, like center this, and then cut 1-inch strips. That's what we're gonna do. And we'll put the 1-inch strips down, and then we'll put down the card. Bubble savings, save the bubbles. We just don't know, y'all. We just don't know. Okay, we just don't. Okay, so here's 1 inch. One inch. One inch. We'll leave that like it is. Alright, so then 1 inch. Something like that. That works. Alright, so I'm just going to take them and glue them down, and then we'll cut them because it's easier. That's some good tape right there. And again, I like to take it to the very edge and then glue it down, or stick it down, and then I'll run washi over the 2 pages. This one's might be a long one. I'll try to do what I can through editing, but I'm just letting you know now, it's probably gonna be a long one. Because keeping up with things such as scissors when you're crafting is hard. Anyway, did I finish my story about the dog? So the dog had, I thought he was potty trained all of a sudden at 4 years old. Yay! Right? I was all excited. No. No, ma'am. That is not at all what happened. What happened was, he had a UTI, and it hurt so bad he wasn't going to the bathroom, and he was holding it all day in his crate and overnight for the most part, and I just, you know, didn't realize until we were downstairs one day, just, you know, chillaxing, doing our thing, whatever. I came upstairs to go to the bed, and there was a trail. Okay, we went over a little bit on that. That's okay. There was a trail of blood, and the end of it was like coagulated. It had been sitting there. And I immediately ran to all of my animals, started flipping them and looking at every, you know, speck of their bodies. And I was like, well, it kind of looks like a pee trail. And then I went, oh no, does Duke have another one? Because he's had one before. And it just breaks my heart when anything happens to my babies. And so, I checked his little pee-pee, and he had blood, you know, in his hair and stuff. So I, first thing in the morning, went and took the dog to the vet. And I was able to get a sample in the parking lot, actually, because, you know, mail had to mark. And, so I took it in, had them test it. They came back and said, yeah, he's got a lot of red blood cells in there, which was weird to me because I was like, well, what does that mean? You know, when we're fighting an infection, we have white blood cells. Do dogs have red blood cells when they're fighting them? And my niece said that probably meant blood. And so I said, oh, okay. Well, that would make sense. So they gave him an antibiotic, and he's on that now, and immediately, you know, he had better results with his pee getting back to normal. But I tell you what, I do not like it when my babies get sick. Not that anyone does, but especially when they can't talk, right? My dog can't talk to me and tell me his pee-pee's hurting. I had no idea. I thought we all of a sudden were potty trained. Yeah, I'm an idiot. So yeah, that was a fun trip to the vet, which also contributed to Leslie needs to stop shopping. That's enough now. Thank you. these don't have to be perfect because it's a junk journal, but I will probably cover it because I'm neurotic. So yeah, that's what's been going on behind the scenes. Then my computer was running out of memory, and I knew that I didn't get a high amount of storage on that one. I just needed something, and I always record and delete all of my pictures and my recordings afterwards to help free up space, but just all the cache and all the, other junk that gets stored on your computer. And I'm like, I know in the 80s we used to do defragmentation to free up storage, and I guess you can still do that on computers. We don't know. We do not even know. But I was like, it's 4 years old. It's time for an upgrade. It's served its purpose. This was before that stuff. And let's just go get a new computer, because Lord knows I love to buy some new electronics. So I went out and got a new computer. Well, it's got Windows 11. My old one, I think, had Windows 10. And so Windows 11 is a lot different. And we've got a Windows 11 at work, but I'm automatically on my OneDrive at work, I guess, because that's just how it works. You sign into your Microsoft account, whatever. Maybe we have more storage through work. I would imagine we do, because 5 megabytes is like 2 video clips. 5 megabytes is less than what you've seen in this one clip. Yeah, it's a problem. So, it's just so cute. We're going to cover that. I guess we're keeping that. I'll just tape it down. Yeah, so that happened. Getting the Windows 11 getting to Windows 11 at the work. Oh, wait, I wasn't running because it wasn't centered. Getting Windows 11 to work at home was a lot different than getting it to work at the office, because, should I put more washi tape to cover the yellow? Windows 11 comes with this OneDrive of 5 megabytes. I know I'm not talking right. Obviously, I cannot craft and talk at the same time. Doing the best I can. Real sorry about it. But, again, 5 megabytes is, what's that? So, I don't want the OneDrive. So, I deleted the OneDrive. But everything that I was doing kept saving to the OneDrive. And I'm like, how is it saving to the OneDrive if I have deleted it? We still haven't figured that one out. But in order to save it to my PC versus the OneDrive, I have to, hold on, I gotta concentrate for a second here. Click on this PC, C drive, user, my name, documents, I think, and then I save it in my documents on my C drive. And I've tried moving that folder to the desktop like we used to always do, and it ends up being a OneDrive folder. What's going on? What is going on? I think what I want to do is put it underneath here. Versus on top of it, because then I can have more room, which makes more sense. And that's how it goes when you craft. You never know what you're gonna end up with. So, how'd I come up with this idea? Just looking through my bags of stuff that I have set aside for this journal, and I kept seeing a bunch of bubbly things, and so I just pulled it all out and started laying it down on the paper to see what I liked, and changed my mind as I turned on the camera. And you try to pre-plan, but the best thing to do when you're junk journaling is just have a main theme, like bubbles, and then go from there, because you never know how it's going to evolve. Alright, so we have a pocket here. We have more room here for the money. I want to put a sticker there that's like stash the cash here or something. Oh, I know what I can put. Let me just find that. Do we want to do that? Do we want to put it upside down? And we could... Do we just want to cut a white one? I mean, could we just be normal-less? I think we could. Alright, let's get a white piece of paper. Just finding regular white paper in my craft room is a little hard, because we like colors. I think I might have one piece right here. Two pieces. Alright, then we'll take my 2-inch punch, which is in my toolbox. Oh no, it's 1.5 inch, excuse please. And then it's okay that the other stuff shows through it, right? I'm not gonna be OCD, not gonna be OCD. I am not. Okay. Now, this will not fit over it. It would be too small. But we'll put the title of the saving. Save the bubbles. Save my bubbles. Eat my bubbles. We don't know. Alright, on this side, I wanted to put the bubbly paper. What are we thinking with the two different papers? Should we just do half of it with this? No. We shan't. We shan't. I think I like it better this way. we're just going to go for it. That's all. We're just going to go for it. Because if I overthink it and do all that, it's not what that's about. It's about letting go and doing whatever you want to do. It doesn't have to be perfect, because it is a junk journal. Real hard concept for me. I think if my main colors are all pretty much the same, that's what matters the most, right? It's alright, washi tape will cover it. Okay. Then we take the washi tape. Just trying to find the middle of the page so we don't have too much on one side. Again, need to stop with the perfectionism. Gonna let that be it. Gonna call that the middle. It's a little off, but that's okay. Then we just try to cut this as close as we can. Okay. Then I just turn the page and cut. Okay. These scissors are from Walmart. They're made by Westcott, and they are no-stick scissors, which is excellent to work with if you are planning or doing anything that requires stickers. Nothing sticks. You can peel it right off. Okay, that part wasn't exactly. That's okay. We can come in with this and be neurotic. I could also just cover it with washi tape. Nobody would know. Already cut it. Nope, didn't cut it. Not all the way through. This is the hard part for me. I want to be perfect. I'm going to let go of it eventually because it'll start getting on my nerves. And I'll realize that it looks much better when it's not perfect. I don't think that's possible. At least right now I don't. Okay, then we need to cut the bottom. Let's do it this way. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. There we go. All right. So now we have this. Save my bubble. That's what we're gonna say. Okay, what's the name of that one? All right, then I have my 3/4 of an inch dots from the Dollar Tree, because 1 inch is just... All right, so we're going to do a little bit more on these. Like, okay, first of all, I'm going to take the backing off, if I can. It's real hard to get these off. Okay, I'm just going to tell you now, do not buy these. Do not buy these. You cannot get the stickers off. And when you do pull them off, you either get this whole thing or you get the paper only. These are trash. Absolute trash, dollar store. Very bad. Will not buy ever again. So I'm going to take my 1 inch punch and my white paper and just make some. So let me find that in my bucket of tools. Here it is. Okay. Okay. So we'll put one here, one here, one here, and one here. I prefer to use a tape runner over liquid glue. I cannot with the liquid glue, but I will try, because I bought all those glues. So there is a point. Trying to cover up that dirty spot. There's a point when I will use the liquid glue. Just ain't happening today. Didn't know if I wanted to put it somewhere else. So we're going to have 7, 3, 5, and 7, 10, 15, we'll do $17 here. Okay? Low income. Welcome to my channel. Alright, so then I'm going to peel off these. Stick them over that. Was it perfect? No. And not both to be, because it's junk journaling. That's fantastic. Okay. And after I scratch these, I can just pull off these 1-inch stickers and replace them. That's why I made my own, because buying them versus just making a batch real quick, much better. Alright, so then we need some flair and fun. Do we want to go with jellyfish? And then he says, I'm so jelly. We have cards right here we could put on here. We could put them up here. Put him right here. This could be a bonus save. $9. We could do something like that. I'm so jelly. Right here. I'm so jelly you're rich. Put him here. What are we thinking? With or without? More. Should I bring this color over? Oh, I could. Bonus savings and make a little pocket and slide this in and out. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. I need something to use to, okay, hold on. He's going to have to come down here. We could make him a belly band, or do we want to seal him up? And give this something to pull, or just tape him down? We don't know. We do not know. Okay, that's crooked. That will never work. Bonus. Save 9 more. Bonus, add 9. I need a white strip of paper so you can see it. Hold please. Real crooked. The perfectionism is really bad. Alright, bonus add 9. How about that? Not centered. Everything's okay. Bonus. Add $9. Do we want to punch a... Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, so I know what I want to do, but I have to practice because it's been a long time. But I have tons and tons and tons of eyelets that I bought off of Amazon a long time ago. So, do I want to do a smaller one or a larger one? I think a smaller one would be better. I gotta figure that out. But anyway, we have an eyelet. We can put anything through it. Now, what shall we put through it? Let's put some ribbons. We have some orange ribbon. Let me think. Do I have ribbon? Yeah, that's a problem. We have a lot of ribbon. I see something orangey here. That could be cute. Pink and blue. Oh no, that's the same type. Let's see here. Put this blue through too. I don't know if both of them fit, but something like that. Hang it off. All right. Excuse me. Thank you. All right. So now, hope you like long videos. Okay. Oh, I have two different ones. Okay. Well, maybe. Oh, fuck. Sorry, my phone rang. People don't call me. I thought the end of the world was happening. No, wrong number. Okay, great. So we'll take this one. Cut it here. We'll take this one. Cut it there. Then we'll see what we can do about getting it all through here. So we have aborted that because I just pulled that out, but I was trying to add this cute little ribbon, and maybe I can still washi tape it on or something. We don't know. But that didn't work out. So we have to figure out how to do that better. But we have to cover that because that's going to not go over well with me. So, we're going to take some washi tape. That's why I want to make mass amounts of ephemera in advance, because doing things like this in the spur of the moment, I'm going to hold y'all up with my nonsense, okay? Because I've just got some issues. So what we're going to do to solve that problem is take a piece of washi tape, put it over it, take another piece of washi tape, make a little pull tab. Okay? In case you want to pull it out, but there's nothing to pull it out for. But, you know, just trying to show you things you can do with the cards. Alright. Now, the last thing I want to add is this little cute sticker. And my little stamp of a jellyfish and the words, "I'm so jelly." And we'll just put him down there. Need some stamping ink that has been sitting up here forever. We don't even know if it's dried or if it works. Oh, it's nice. It's got cat hair on it. That's fantastic. Should we do him in the blue? Will he show up? We don't know. Let me get a stamper. That would be important. Okay. I'll just throw him down on there like that. Put him right there like that, looking cute. Then, set this aside to clean it. And take a purple, top, clear things don't work for me. Take a purple or an orange. Bring some orange over from the other page. Okay. I'm so jelly. All right, there we go. This page is done. It was a long one, I know, I'm sorry. But I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you were inspired to know that there is more than one way to save your money. And if you like to create and you have a lot of things just laying around, use them. Create a junk journal. Create a savings challenge junk journal. Have fun with it. Alright guys, thanks for joining me in this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Also, if you haven't, please hit subscribe. I love gaining new friends. And until the next one, I'll see you then. Bye.